Hey YouTube, John Meadows, coming to you on my lunchtime break, a bowl and a stroll, if you will. I like to walk over my lunch break and light up a bowl, so I call it my bowl and stroll time. It's just a good chance for me to get out, get some fresh air, get a little bit of exercise, some movement. I sit behind a desk a lot of the day on a computer or on the phone. This is a good chance for me to get out and walk about. I'm not walking now. I have perched myself up in my little pipe cafe area in this abandoned building on the perimeter of the office complex in which I work in Tucker, Georgia. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you've been able to enjoy a good bowl or two today. This is my first. I do like to have one in the morning with my coffee. I don't always get that. Depends on traffic. I have a fair commute to get to my office. And sometimes when I'm here early enough, I can take my coffee and pack a bowl and light it up and take a nice leisurely walk around the complex here, sipping on some Joe and chooching on some tobacco. But it doesn't happen every day. Today was one of those days where it didn't happen. So I'm glad to be out here today and enjoying some GLP's Meridian. It's touted as a medium body, medium complexity English. I would agree with that. I have no reason not to agree with it. It's good. I like it. I like the tin note in particular. It's not a lot of Kia bomb. I can really pick out the Orientals in it, so that's good for me. Found out yesterday that our company's being acquired by another company. Happens every day. Especially in the chemicals industry, but it's just a lot of uncertainty, not knowing what it will look like when the integration is completed, not even knowing what the integration plan is. That'll come to us in the next few months, but it's just some unknowns. My team is a little apprehensive. They want to know what will change if they still have a job. We'd all like to know that. One of my team members was expressing some concerns about they feel they've not been dealt with honestly by the leadership of the company. Look, executives have their hands tied in a lot of things they can say, a lot of things they can't say during these types of activities. It is what it is. Your best bet is to roll with the punches and not expect complete honesty from the top level. That's sad, isn't it? But I found that to be the case more often than not. But it got me thinking about honesty. I try to treat my family honestly. I try to deal with them in honesty and candor. I try to do the same thing with those who report to me on the job. I try to put myself in their positions, and I try to ask myself, what would I want my manager to do for me if I were in their shoes? I think that's a good approach to take. And I've had some good managers over the years. I've worked for some real SOBs too, but I think the management in my current situation, they're good folks. Yeah, maybe they weren't as forthcoming on some of the information as they could have been, but like I said, it is what it is, right? So I think when you look at honesty, it should be more about what you're giving than what you're receiving, because you can't control what's coming back to you. You can certainly control what you're putting out. And true honesty, it's elusive. It's hard to find. And let's talk about honesty. Honestly, if you think about it, we're all guilty too. We've been lied to. All of us have been lied to, and all of us have lied. Uh, Given the right circumstances, most of us would lie again. That's human nature. It's not necessarily right, but it is what it is. It's one of those universal things. I think we've all done it. We've all been hurt by it. It's part of life. But I think when you talk about honestly, and this is where my thought was going yesterday and this morning. When you look at honesty, you gotta begin with yourself. You can't focus on how honest other people are to you. That's important, but you gotta clean your own house first. You gotta get your own house in order. You gotta make sure that you're honest with yourself first, and that just sent me down a whole lot of thinking or thought paths. How honest am I with myself? My relationships, about my relationships, about what I believe in, what I claim to believe in, my behavior, my vices, my finances. How honest am I with myself? I think that's a really good place to start. I think it's a necessity to start there. As I get older, and I'm in my 5th decade, I topped 50 a couple years ago, but so far it's been a lot more about life has become more about how I live, how I treat others, and not so much about where I am, my reputation. It's important, but it's no longer about what I possess, what I think I own. The junk that I adorn my life with. It's more about the quality of my everyday. Which, by the way, this is a big part of. I really love the quality that a good bowl of pipe tobacco adds to my everyday. It's one of the reasons I do it. I'm not a guy who's a big pipe collector. I can understand the pipe acquisition disorder. I can understand the tobacco acquisition disorder. I'm a guitar player, have been all my life, and I certainly had that gear acquisition disorder. But I don't want to be that way with pipes and tobacco. I want this to be an integrated thing into my daily life, because that's where I get the value. I don't need to look at a rack of pipes and feel good about all the pipes that I own. I want to be able to look at the pipes that I do own and have an intimacy with each of them. Make sense? I know that does to most of you. So anyway, I guess my resolution on the whole thought on honesty is that I want to challenge myself to continue living intentionally, loving intentionally, giving intentionally. That's the important things. So that's my lunchtime rant. Not really a rant. A lunchtime avenue of thought on my bowl and stroll. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. I'm going to light this Meridian back up and finish this bowl and try to find a little bit of sunshine on the way back. Keep warm. Still chilly in Atlanta. Hope you guys having a great day. Take care of yourselves. Be careful. Enjoy the tobacco. And I'm off like a dirty shirt.